Welcome to Soul-Led Creative Women, the podcast for heart-centered creative women who are ready to reclaim their spark and live with deeper meaning, authenticity, and soul. There's something someone said to me recently, and it really sparked something. It was the idea that sometimes it's easy to think that consuming more information, more learning will help us shift into the next chapter with more clarity, ease, and alignment. If you're listening to this, I know that you're already deeply committed to your personal growth. We are the ones that listen to the podcasts, read the books, save the quotes, attend the workshops. We want to grow and evolve. And yet, underneath all of that, there's often a quiet exhaustion, a sense of being so full of information but strangely still disconnected from ourselves. If you've ever felt like you're doing all the right things for your personal growth, but still feel a bit stuck, overwhelmed, or unsure of what actually applies to you, this episode is for you. Because today I want to talk to you about something that I rarely think gets named, and that's how personal development culture has quietly trained us to become chronic consumers of self-help and growth, and why creative expression is often the missing antidote. So it's the self-help trap no one warned us about. But let me say this first. I do love personal development. I wouldn't be here without it. I do love consuming, but it's really about finding some kind of balance. Somewhere along the way, growth has become something that we consume rather than something that we actually live or embody. And it can be difficult to take action on that learning. We're taught that transformation comes from the next insight, the next framework, the next expert, the next aha moment. So we keep reaching outward. And here's the subtle trap. Consumption does feel like progress. Listening feels productive. Learning feels really responsible. Knowing more feels like we're doing the work. But information without integration doesn't actually change us. It keeps us circling in our heads and feeling stuck. There's a real pattern to this. You've gathered so much wisdom, you understand the concepts, you can articulate the language of growth beautifully. But instead of clarity, you feel confused deep down. Instead of confidence, you still feel unsure. You hesitate on real change, taking action. And instead of embodiment, you feel like you're constantly catching up to who you think you should be. Or you feel like when you do this next thing, then you'll finally be ready to tackle your dreams, desires, fears, or toxic traits. And it's not failure on your part, it's just a sign of imbalance, because consumption alone keeps the energy moving inwards. We're in this deep reflection state without giving it anywhere to really land, move, or to be released. This is where creativity enters. Creativity is how insights become lived truth, a space to transform knowledge into true power, guiding you to digest new concepts, to embody change, and to help you translate what you learn into your own language. And whether it's through art making, journaling, drawing, painting, writing, whatever your form of creative expression, makes your heart sing. I want you to know that these aren't, creative extras that you can tag on to life. They're actually integration tools. Creativity gives your nervous system somewhere to process what you're consuming. It allows wisdom to move from your mind into your body, your hands, and your intuition. And something powerful happens. You actually stop searching for the answers outside of yourself and you start listening for your own answers that already live within you. This is the reframe I want to leave you with. Most of the time, you're not stuck because you don't know enough. You're stuck because your wisdom has nowhere to breathe. You don't actually need another podcast episode telling you who to be or how to change. You really just need space to experiment, play, express, and respond. And creativity is the perfect space for this. It doesn't ask you to be perfect. It just asks you to be present. It doesn't demand certainty. It purely invites curiosity. And that's where real transformation lives. Not in consuming your way back to wholeness, but in creating a way back to yourself. So as you move through this week, I want to offer a soft question. What if instead of seeking one more answer, you gave yourself permission to express what you already know? What wants to move through your hands, your voice, your page, your body? Even 5 minutes of creative expression can rebalance your energy in ways that no amount of information ever will. Because your soul isn't asking to be taught, it actually already knows. Your soul is simply asking to be heard. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Take care. Hey, Sam here. Thanks for listening to the end. If you love this episode, I would love to hear from you. Please send me a message on social media. You can find me on Instagram at Sam Horton Studio. For more episodes like this, please subscribe to my podcast, Soul-Led Creative Women, on your favourite platform. You'll find all the links at samhorton.co/podcast. The themes and tools explored in this episode feature in my new online program, Empowered Creative Soul. To find out more and join the waitlist for VIP perks when doors open, please visit samhorton.co. The direct link is in the show notes. Take care.